other people do EFT, and I'm just representing, my experience with EFT and how I do it. If you go to the national website, you can get trained on, their official kind of ways. And I sometimes add different things in as I'm guided to do if it seems necessary, because there are other points and whatnot if we want to. But those are the basic points, and those are the basic points that I'll be using today with different callers. So, yeah, people just think of their issue, call in, and I'll ask them questions. They don't need to be 100% clear on what it is before they come, some idea. And then I'll ask them some questions and get clear on kind of what's going on, what's some of the core feelings, beliefs, that kind of thing. And then we'll tap and see where we get to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and like we said last time before, we've talked a lot about the importance of these sort of energy clearing processes and everything. And I know that everyone sort of brings their own uniqueness to, the process.
Yeah.
Well, let it unfold in the moment and just see what happens. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess on that note, let's get the first line here. Let's go to area code 405. You're now live on News for the Soul, and you're up for the first one-on-one EFT session with Freda Schultz. Who are you and where are you calling from? Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi there. My name is Ron. I'm calling from Oklahoma City, and basically my issue is I'm really at a point of really major life transformation, and I've got some old, really pretty much hidden, almost abuse-like issues that I can't quite access, but it's just there's something keeping me back. I have a really cluttered house, and I know that's a real reflection of what's going on. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I want to, heal this deep issue.
So you feel like the past abuse is somehow present in a way that's keeping you back from moving forward?
I think so. It's something like that, because I just had some real behavior, just things that just don't make sense. I've been a spiritual seeker for quite a number of years. So but there seems like some kind of obstacle there that's just deep within, really deep issue. So.
Okay. And what is it that you, only if you're comfortable saying this, but what is it that it's keeping you back from doing? Is it life in general? Is it a particular thing that you want to do? What is it keeping you from, I guess? Do you have an idea of what you...
Yeah, not to be, I guess, trite, but it's to, to really achieve my life's purpose. Like I'm working right now in a position where I like the kind of work, but I don't really like what I'm working on. But I want to just, whatever this issue is, I want to be able to transcend that and really get going. I'm working with a couple of partners on some spirituality websites to offer some classes online, but I just seem like I can't really get started with it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like the security of the paycheck too. So there's I'm sure there's a lot of fear around, just leaping into the unknown, but and still, I want to tell you, really know that I am supported completely. Yeah.
So it for something like this, it's possible that there's several different layers, and there's different parts of your life that you might want to move forward in that have different types of blocks. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of relationships or in terms of jobs or whatnot. So, we're going to kind of go in one of those directions and go from there, and just know that there might be other aspects, later on. So in the interest of time, let's see. What would be your ideal of what you would want out of a session? What would you feel? What would be a good outcome of doing EFT for you, like today? If you were to work together and you tap some, what kind of expectation or need do you have for today?
Well, it's a really effective EFT techniques that I can use on my own after this. It reinforces what comes from this. Just some way that I can go, and maybe any information that comes to mind that you think might be relevant.
Okay, so like a little more clarity and just ability to do EFT on your own?
Yeah, yeah. And
That's
to
kind of
really,
what you're
and,
saying.
yeah. And I don't know if I can just add one more, just to really, have the confidence to step out in the direction that I know I should go. Leave those fears behind.
Sure, yeah, and because we have such a short amount of time, there might be a lot of them, and I don't want to get too far into them because I want some change so that we can start, just start sort of the process of moving. So right now, as you talk about all that, I just want you to feel the feeling of wanting to move forward and that obstacle. What does that feel like in your body, physically?
Physically in my body, it's really a tightness in my lower abdomen. Something like, just it's almost like just fear keeping me from that. And I've actually had surgery in the same area about 9 years ago. So it's just a tightness and kind of I can see the goal and I feel it, but it's just, it's almost like a hand holding me back.
Okay. And the main emotion around that is fear?
Yes, fear.
Is there any other emotions?
No, big panic.
Okay.
I don't know, panic.
Sure.
It's really a real mixture because, fear, uncertainty, will I even succeed? Will anyone even care about it? In my head, I know that's true, but I just don't have that association in my body and my sense of feeling.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is like you have unconscious programs that say it's not okay, it's not safe, you're not good, blah, blah, blah. But consciously, you have all this learning. You probably, read lots of books and whatnot, but in the unconscious and the energy system, it says, no go, you can't, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what's going on, yeah. Okay, so right now what we're kind of doing is we're asking, we're going in a couple different doorways of that lead us to the energy, the disrupted energy of it. So one of the things that I often do and that you can do with yourself, this is part of the teaching you what you can do after, what does it feel like in your body? Whatever it is, what does it feel like in your body? Even if it's not a physical issue like this, is emotional stuff, what does it feel like in your body? So you had the tightness in your lower abdomen. So that would be, and then the second thing, the second kind of doorway that we went into is what is the emotion that's connected to it? So that's another doorway of what's the disrupted energy going on here. And then the next thing I'm going to ask you is the next thing that I kind of tend to go to in sessions is what beliefs about yourself, when you focus on feeling that hand holding you back, that fear, the panic, the tightness in your lower abdomen, what beliefs about yourself feel true sort of coming out of that?
That feel true or that are true. I get a feeling a feeling of not worthy. I guess that's it. Worthiness, self-esteem is not quite there, even though I don't project that in my daily life, but it's there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there's the two. I'm not good enough. I can't. Not worthy.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
What if I click on kind of thing?
What about beliefs about the world? What's the world like when you're feeling this way?
That's where it gets really weird because I really feel the world is a peaceful, abundant place. So that's where I guess a lot of the conflict comes in because the feelings just don't jive with the self-esteem issues.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay,
so it feels like the world's okay, but you're not okay.
Right. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So I'm gonna, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you feel held back? 10 would be 100%. 0 would be not at all.